Hello? Hello? Okay.
Everything seems to be running all right now.
Hi. Happy Tuesday.
I know. I said I was going to keep my Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedules up. Monday, Wednesday, Saturday schedules. But whatever debacle happened on Saturday, I don't know what it was, but it freaked me out, and I don't know what happened. So I gave whatever was going on like an extra day to chill. I think there was probably like an update they were implementing behind the scenes, and then it freaked out my OBS so badly. Um, so I am sorry for any inconveniences that if the Saturday stream was a little weird towards the end, that was not intentional. Well, nothing I ever do is fully intentional, but oh well. Nothing I ever do is like fully intentional. But yes. I don't know what the debacle was on Saturday, but it seems everything is fixed. My frames are not dropping like hot potatoes this time. I'm staring at you. Are you doing okay? Good. You're behaving. Me having to glare at my OBS like it's a bad thing and just being like, behave yourself. Like it's dropped frames before, but it never dropped frames to the amount that to the point I was actually like partially disconnecting, I think a little bit on Saturday. Because it actually went from it spikes from the proper kilobytes per second straight down to 0. And 0 is straight up like, yeah, it's not streamable. It's like, I don't know what was going on. It made me sad. But yeah, I gave it the extra day, and I think the extra day was probably good for it because that means that whatever update it had to do, I quickly did it. So that way it's all done, it's clear, and hopefully it won't drive me bananas again. But yes, we're playing Phoenix Wright today. I actually looked at my schedule and didn't realize until like the very last minute that that the entire title was like off the actual screen. So whoops. I was lazy and I didn't want to fix it. So you just had like Wright and then Justice for All at the bottom and whatever my little subtitle was. I was apparently very I am not in the mood to fix it. Next time I will fix it. I'm usually like a little bit more proper than this, but well, it was like a 1 day thing of procrastination. And I also feel very much in the mood for Currency Wars because I was in the middle of playing Currency Wars while I was putting my schedule together. So we're playing Honkai Star Rail's Currency Wars. We are most likely not going to make it to level 110 because that's a lot of levels to gain, and I am a little stupid. And I need to pray that my RNG actually turns out all right. But hey, I got Stellar Jades. I can save. Listen. I'm almost at 300 pulls for Honkai Star Rail, and I'm not stopping yet. Because I know one day Pearl is going to be drip marketed, and I'm going to want her really badly, and I'm excited. I'm in a crazy moment where everything is running. To be sure. There it is. Okay. Yeah, just had to make sure everything was running properly. For those that will probably be watching this VOD, and if you do watch this VOD, I will say probably will have to write this on for future streams, and maybe I'll have to start writing it in pinned messages because I let things go way too easily. I let things go a little too easily, and I am now officially pumping the brakes on this. Um I felt like no spoilers was a bit of a no-brainer when it came to me playing games or to you guys as my audience being a thing. So my intention is I'm going to literally start implementing a no spoiler rule, and I am going to put that in a pinned message. I am going to have to start putting my foot down on that because it's especially for something like Persona 5. I let it go. I shouldn't have, but I did. But just because like I know the characters of Persona 5. I do. I just don't want I'm just letting you guys kind of for those who have not seen it to be like actually seeing who these characters are as they come. But yeah, I made mistakes. I'm going to correct it. I'm going to have to start putting up pinned messages. I am going to put literally a no spoiler rule starting during Honkai Star Rail, where I'm going to start implementing that one. I didn't wanna, but it was starting to get like a teensy bit out of hand, and I'm just like, okay, yep, I gotta pump the brakes now. I'm trying to pump the brakes on certain things where it's just like spoilers are not welcome. If I ask for questions, unless I am saying it directly, 90% of the time it's me questioning the game or it's a rhetorical question. Unless I look to you guys and be like, okay, that's fine. If I like directly address you guys and be like, hey, do you guys have any ideas or to keep an eye on this, then I would appreciate it. Everything else is just like, it's usually like a rhetorical question. But yes, I am low key gonna start like putting up the no spoiler rule. And trust me, I don't like I'm not even being harsh. I'm just like, I need to start implementing a no spoiler rule. I would have thought that it would have been a no-brainer, but it got a little, just a tiny bit out of hand on Saturday, at least in my personal views. It got a teensy bit out of hand, and now I am just course correcting. That is my streamer update for everybody. I will implement those starting when I do my currency wars, and definitely will put some stuff up during Persona 5. But yes, that's my biggest message for the day. I don't really have anything else to talk about. I'm just kind of like yapping. Oh, actually, funny thing. Before stream, I actually was like listening to like a lot of openings, and I was kind of giggling a little bit. Um I was listening to some Japanese songs, like the ones that like were especially used for anime openings, and I was kind of like lip syncing along to it, and then I realized, like, I was thinking for a minute, oh, maybe I should do a karaoke, and then I thought about the other hand, it's like, maybe not. I have a hard time speaking English already. Do you expect me to really start like um really running the romaji? No. I it's like it seems like fun, but it would probably come out like gibberish, and I don't want that to happen. Also, there were so many songs that were used for the Naruto themes. I was actually very shocked. Like a lot of the songs were either between Bleach or Naruto. There was just like there's like a plethora of opening music for those particular two anime that I remember. But yeah, me being silly over is beside the point. It did I make sure to switch everything yet? Good. Okay. Sorry, I'm double checking myself before I continue. Hello. I am just double checking everything before I continue on. I was just kind of like doing like a little yap session, making sure that my OBS was behaving. So far it is currently behaving. We'll see what it looks like when we play Phoenix Wright, which it shouldn't cause too many problems because it's Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright doesn't take up that much CPU. But yeah. It was like I said, the way stream ended on Saturday was like a little rough. Sorry, that was probably just the wind. I heard like the weather's been a little weird. So yeah. I think I've yapped enough. I gave my big rules update where I'm going to be a little bit more, if I catch it, I am going to be a little bit more, sorry about that. Harsh isn't the right word. I'm going to be a little bit more forward with, if you guys start spoiling story elements like characters and whatnot for future video games, I am going to probably start swinging a little bit. Not in a bad way, but I will probably I will start implementing timeouts for that. Because no one likes spoilers. I especially don't like spoilers. Anyway. I think we're golden. That's all I really wanted to, that was like my one major thing of discussion that I wanted to bring up. But other than that, I don't think I have anything else. I am very finicky with Phoenix Wright right now. I mean, I can read you. Yeah. Okay, I think that's it. Because mic is on, everything's on. I think that's good. Let's see. Yeah, all right. I think we're good. I made my announcements. I did all my usual usual YouTuber shenanigans. There we go. Okay, give me one moment. I know we are going to be caught in the void for just a couple of seconds. Give me one moment. I'm going to grab everything that I need for Phoenix Wright, because Phoenix Wright does has a little bit of a weird streak. Phoenix Wright starts up really funky whenever I hit the play button. There we go. Give me just a moment. Goodness. Hopefully that's not like signs of things to come when I'm clearing my throat so regularly. Oh. Voila. Okay. Now I just make sure I'm clicked onto the opposite screen. Boop. Bum 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 bum. One sec. There we go. Okay, now I'm happy. I hate when I have to have the red line on my OBS like completely outlined. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, the Ace Attorney trilogy. Last time I remember very vaguely, we did our first big, wow, okay. We did our big courtroom day for Big Top Turnabout, which was a circus in of itself. There's a reason why the Phoenix Wright courtroom is essentially the kangaroo courtroom. And for those who are at all looking for like extremely over-the-top voice acting, no, unfortunately that is not me. I cannot voice act out of a paper bag. I can't voice act my way out of a paper bag, so we're here for just the silliness of it all. And I don't remember half of the voices I gave these people, except for Francesca. Francesca and the judge, and maybe Mia and Maya. Oh wait, Mia's dead, never mind, my bad. But now we're at the Turnabout Big Top Part 3 investigation, which is a nice little bit of relief. I'm also keeping an eye on my OBS stream. There we go. Oh yeah, I forgot. We were essentially like right after Christmas. I also have a bottle of water with me too, so if I die, then I will at least be hydrated. December 29th, 3:03 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Let's see if I can remember this. It's been like how many weeks? Actually, I think we put off a lot of Phoenix Wright for Honkai Star Rail this last few weeks, so technically I'm a little out of touch. Let's see if I can remember. Nick? Oh, what is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. Well, that's the point of them. Honkai and Persona, yeah, that's what it was. It was very much a Honkai Star Rail and Persona filled week last couple weeks, so I am rusty. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. I mean, you would be surprised at like how good some people are guessing tricks, Phoenix. You would be very, very shocked. But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Pearls did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. Oh, the classic. Oh, that's a classic one. That's a classic like illusion. Oh yeah, that's actually a classic one. I've never fully figured it out because I'm like facing my own hand, so I can't really tell. First, she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She can move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really? Was it kind of like this? I say as I pop off my finger. What? Wow, how'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See? This is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm not good at it. I love Maya. She's so sweet. Oh, sweet Maya. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of the murder. Oh, right. That's what we left off with. Because I remember the old clown who definitely cannot tell jokes out of a paper bag. That yeah, the reason why the supposed killer floated, he flew away. And I think Max already mentioned that it was all wires already. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. I say, sitting in the corner as a sorceress who genuinely uses magic. Hey, let's talk to Maya. Oh, Maya's just said what to do. Okay. We go back to the circus center. Honestly, that Maximilian signboard is still really good. I just don't like the fact that his face is posted everywhere. December 29th, very big circus entrance. You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing. All right, let's do it. Are you ready? Yes. Wait. Quit your whining. Let's give it a shot already. All right, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. Awkward. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. Oh, I forgot. Why does Trillo exist? This whole entire case is just hell. Especially with, I'm sorry, I will say this. With Trillo involved, this case is like a living nightmare. I'm trying my best, but Trillo, it's just not going to work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're gonna have to be on your own someday. You say as a puppet who acts like he's a person. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you going to do then? Hello, Ben, and hello to you too, Trillo. Welcome to my nightmare. Actually, between Trillo and, what was her name? Yeah, Regina. Between Trillo and Regina, my brain is just like, this place is awful. Honestly, this is like the only third case I've ever fully had issues with. I think. Although I have heard a lot that Case 3 and a lot of Phoenix Wright games are notorious for supposedly being like rough. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? I'm sorry. Secret crash training. Whoa, turned to be Trilla's trying to turn into a crash test dummy. Yes, Trilla wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his idea for a new routine. So we're trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act.
In a round?
Can you really do that? That's incredible.
See? Even they're surprised by the idea. I told you.
They're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Why is the crying in a corner? Why is it that what Ben, are you just, I don't know.
Once we get a grip on the basics, it's just a matter of practice.
You think so?
Oh, I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you.
Oh gods.
Aha! There it is! Now that I got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina.
Oh gods. Yep. This is the one case that makes it just extremely like, Hey man, what about today's trial? How are you feeling?
I know that you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right?
Why do I have to always make Trilla like the most annoying character possible? Also, like, just logically speaking, isn't Ben essentially like punching himself using Trillo as like the not catalyst, I think the word is vehicle. It's very bizarre. And I will say the only times I've understood ventriloquism is Jeff Dunham. That's literally it. And I've seen like the few shows that I've seen.
Yes. Well, first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben?
Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right.
But when we said hello and he didn't even get a reply, not to mention he was draped in those gaudy symbols.
What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols?
What do you think, Ben?
What? Oh, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just ain't adding up here. I wonder what they really saw. Oh, lordy Lou. I need to be rid of these two. I don't care for the clown, even though his jokes fall flat. I hate these two with a burning passion. At least with Regina, I can kind of get by. But these two, nah. Trillo especially. Turn him into firewood. Marriage. I think pretty much everyone hates most of the characters in this case. Yeah, that's fair. If only Joker would have had Phoenix Wright, he would have been innocent from the assault case. You know what? That would be a hell of a collaboration. Although I would love to see if someone ever made like a You know, that would actually be kind of funny. I have seen people make those fan-made versions of like Phoenix Wright cases, and they were essentially just like big crossovers. I am surprised Persona 5 never did, but then again, Persona 5 has been very, very well known to curse franchises during collaborations, apparently. Yeah.
I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now.
There's also paper perjury. I think I've seen that. I think I've seen that online too. Yeah, like ending gacha games and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I guess Persona 5 being in like any collab, especially like gacha games, it's like a kiss of death, and it's like, fantastic.
Really?
That's so sweet.
But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent?
Ha! You haven't gotten a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Eh? Eh? Still can't believe it's Persona 5 collaborate with SAO. Oh, Jesus.
Waiting like this is part of being in love. How so? If you had a clue, you would...
Excuse me. I hate this voice.
If you had a clue, you would know waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts.
Buddy, you have seen way too many romance movies. You good? Also, okay, I'm going to say this. I have no issue with romance novels. I know this is like completely... It's like literally fantasies, literally in cyberspace without even the nerve gear. Oh, that's funny. Okay, I'm going to take a second here because, give me a minute. I have no qualms with romance novels, but why the hell is romantasy such a genre now? Give me fantasy back. I would like that back, please. Sorry, I have a moment of just like, I looked for just regular fantasy and all I can see is just romantasy out there. And I'm like, why the hell does this exist? I know why it exists. That's a rhetorical thing. I know exactly why it exists, but it doesn't mean I like it. Yep, that's why I'm kind of happy I'm starting my solo D&D stuff. I have a little fantasy realm inside my little noggin. Yeah, that's fair. Sorry, it's just like when he was like talking about the romance, my brain like had a small reaction to the romantasy genre. I mean, yeah, sure, if it's someone's favorite genre, okay, good on you. I just don't like the idea that they combined the two words. It's just weird. They can live in the same universe, but making it its own genre is weird. Wait, do you watch Gabalith? No, I have not seen that. Actually, that was a Persona thing. No, I've not.
Hello. Welcome.
Anyway, I'm going to continue reading now. My tangent is almost over. Oh, not much. You did not miss much. It was, we just kind of went back to the circus grounds. I had a moment of, I wouldn't call it a crash out, but I had a moment of talking about like romantasy being the weirdest genre combination I've ever seen. You could have just like done like romance / fantasy. It could have worked the same way. Anyway, we ran back into Trillo and Ben, who were apparently doing some kind of a new circus performance. But yeah. And we're in the middle of talking to them for the investigation portion of Big Top Turnabout. I don't know why. There was something about what Trillo said that just kind of like triggered a moment.
Yeah, I knew that.
Poor Maya. She's so red, like she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. Ventriloquism.
So, how's this new routine working out?
Will you just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. Oh, gods.
We're gonna take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution. That sounds incredible.
Well, let me make one thing clear. We're not gonna take on the world just because that jerk said we should. That jerk, you say?
Max Galactica. A farmer should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Trillo, you seem to be really fired up about all this.
He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. My voice is going to give out because of Trillo.
You're right, you're right. Mark my words. I, Trillo Quist, will win the Grand Prix.
I really hope I am pronouncing that right, because when I don't pronounce the X in Grand Prix, it doesn't sound right. If I say with the X, it makes me sound like I'm trying to say a different word. It makes me sound like I'm trying to say a different word. English language is very silly.
You're the man now, doll.
Oh, good lordy. Maya, why are you giving in to this?
Row, row, row your boat will be the key to a glorious victory.
Excuse me. Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best?
Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right?
Oh god, what do I hate Trillo? I hate Trillo so much.
Don't screw this up. You gotta be a part of this too.
Okay, I'm just gonna move along. Why did I talk to these two? I wish. I totally wish.
December 29th, Lodging House Plaza.
Oh, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? Oh, no rest for the gumshoe. Oh, poor buddy. I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I haven't listened to some crazy clown's life story. Oh, good lord. Miss Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Yep, I figured as much because, you know, Francesca does not want to be in the same room as the clown. I need to actually, like, hang on one second. What was his name? I can never remember. Mo the clown. Lawrence Curls. Let me tell you something, pal. Listen to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like he should be doing something. Like, laugh. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much?
Francesca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself.
No way, pal. Oh, yeah, you know what? Putting Mo and Francesca in the same room would not be a good idea. I think Francesca would accidentally commit homicide. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way.
Why are you defending her?
Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. Every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Ooh. Gumshoe, when was the last time you got a proper night's sleep? Are you okay? Do you want to go out for some coffee? You can get some donuts. Maybe. Don't show up. 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 Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. Oh god. I need to get Gumshoe out of here like yesterday. Poor guy. I'm actually really excited for Trials and Tribulations. That's going to be a very fun one. Cuz yes, I do know the prosecutor for Trials and Tribulations, and he is, like, I think next to Edgeworth, he is a big fan favorite. She's directly above us as we speak.
Uh-huh. How is that possible?
What, did Francesca, like, get a helicopter? Is she got, like, early day drone? What happens if you're just up right now? Probably Gumshoe would pass the hell out.
Well,
according to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal.
oh, I see.
Maybe Francesca's got like a drone and she's like just like surveying Gumshoe from the comfort of her own office.
Who lives in that room? Behind the window up there.
The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Miss Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. Got it, pal?
To do so before Francesca gets in there, or to not? We might just do that, actually.
We're doing it anyway. Hell yeah.
Francesca Von Karma.
Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. Ah, Phoenix, you should have gone up there beforehand. Be a lot more fun. I don't think there's anything... The birds! The birds! I don't know what that is. Am I good? I guess we talked to Mo now. December 29th, lodging house, 1st floor, Mo's room. Pardon. Mo's not here.
If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before you stepped into this room. Are you sure? I'm sure you would have heard him laughing anyway. Aha, 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 aha.
Pardon. What do you think he is laughing at when he's all by himself?
I always thought he was just thinking up new jokes.
He must have really loved his work. Oh, I guess we go back to the detention center. We haven't actually revisited the detention center. Yeah. Oh, we also probably have to go to the big top and talk to Regina. Let's go see if our lovely Max has anything to say or if he's not currently visiting. Also, I can't believe he's detention center. Hello, Max. Hang on. Do you have your one sec, Max? Hold that thought. Do we have your like actual name here in the profile? No, I think it's like Jimmy Bob Jones or something like that was his actual name, and the Maximilian Galactica is just his moniker. Oh, my sweeties! You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from the local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they say, let's make you your very own TV special.
Really? What kind of TV special?
Magician behind bars, I guess. Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live. Okay, I was kind of close enough. And, Magician behind bars, Great Prison Escape, kind of works in the same vein. Meh, 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 meh.
Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome special.
That would be great if, you weren't actually, like, in prison and you were just borrowing the jail cell as a set. But if I do this special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Oh, it would surely be a unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking. But the production staff is already working on the show. God, that production staff is crazy. Yeah, like a movie set. Yeah. Get acquitted first, and then you could do a prison escape scene. If you don't get me out of it quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. Buddy, don't do that. Bad. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. The night of the murder. The night of the crime. You didn't happen to fly off in the sky, did you? Well, we have to solve it. Yeah, we have to solve it just to at least get this case out of here. just to be done with this case in general, yeah. We need to get this done. Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me.
Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and the cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, Max could probably borrow the prison for a little while for that scene. Like, if they were, I'm pretty sure, like, if they paid enough, that they could probably borrow at least a portion of the prison for filming. Maybe. Like I said, without Kangaroo Court this place is, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't mind it.
I don't teach people tricks. But I will say this much. It's much harder than you think.
Didn't you also tell us that it was all wires, like, in the last one?
Today's trial. I was thinking about this in the court today. I've got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie.
Be friends with the other performers in the circus.
Fabulous! Oh, a great joke. Why would I be friends with such a bunch of hacks like them?
But
I've won the world stage. I've won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Rilla was talking about that earlier. Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. Shh, don't tell Maya. I would have winked like, yeah, it's fair. But the performers at the circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh? Something about Max just said doesn't ring true to my reading comprehension. Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears.
The Grand Prix.
Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? And to be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling this story. Well, what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. That is the first stage I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. God damn. I'm sorry. I don't like his personality, but god damn am I weak for someone with why am I weak? Why am I am so weak. Why am I so weak to this? I don't know why. Whew. I had a moment, I had like weak. The crowd erupted into applause. I'm pretty sure this could probably be evidence. At the time, I thought to myself that I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim.
Wow. It's the abs. Yeah, it's possibly the abs he's got underneath that outfit.
By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus.
That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Maya, you can get a trophy as being like the It's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. We'll get Maya like one of those like little plastic trophies and we'll get her like the #1 assistant. We won't put on the fact that she, you know, gets in trouble 90% of the time. But we'll get Maya like a little trophy, those little customizable trophies. Hey Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. I will give her like the participation trophy, Phoenix, if you don't do it. They're relatively cheap. Or a trophy for like best medium. Yeah, I think trophy for like best medium would be great.
My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them.
Learn how to get thrown in jail. Grand Prix photo added to the court record. Okay, bye, Max. I guess we go back to the circus, and I guess we'll show this to Trillo. Can we actually present this to Trillo and them? Hang on. I feel like this is gonna be rubbing salt in a wound, but...
Would you mind taking a look at this?
It's...
I guess we won't need you to look at this after all.
Alright. That was funny. I was like, can we get you to, like, freak out about it? I guess we'll go to the big top. We haven't gone in here yet. We haven't yet to see Regina. December 29th, the Berry Big Circus, Big Top.
Huh? Where's Regina?
I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here.
Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you?
Well, he is a phoenix. He's a bird. No. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers. Can you look at this?
Hey, look! That's where Max makes his grand appearance.
It's grand, all right.
I want to try entering the court like that.
How did I know she'd say that? Can take a little looksy-poopsy. Back sign?
At least they're so far away from the ring.
But they make up for with the amount of people that can see the show.
Hey, Nick. Do you think that if every person in the audience screamed all at once, the vibration they'd create could cause the big top to collapse?
I'm glad I don't pay you to come up with this stuff. You know what? I would pay Maya for that. That's actually kind of funny. 10 out of 10, Maya. Cafeteria? Mo here? Big Top Cafeteria. Oh, gods. Why are you here? Oh, you are here. All right. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. Yikes, he's in an awfully good mood. All right. You know what time it is. Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? What? Something about... Please don't tell me it's a queso joke. Is it about queso cheese? Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction. Whoa! Phoenix! Phoenix, have you had Mexican food and you had a very, very bad experience? I guess it would probably be doubly worse if it was cafeteria food. Like, not like fresh made. Bzz, wrong! Try again. Okay, what do you think, girly?
I got it.
Okay, what's your answer?
Because they are in the cafeteria.
Wait, what? Oh, wait. Cry about cafeteria? How does that deal with... You know what? Huh? Okay, maybe I need that one actually explained to me because my brain cannot fathom that one. Like, you could say that about like any food and maybe come up with a cafeteria. At least it ain't queso, that's fair. At least it's not queso. Exactly! It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. Oh god, I'm not doing the laugh. I'm sorry, guys.
I did it!
What's going on? He's being too nice. I don't think she got it right, and Mo is definitely, you know, today's trial. I don't think that was like his actual answer. I think he just gave Maya the win.
Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it?
You're telling me I didn't think I was gonna be so tough. It was gonna be so tough.
Tough?
Yeah, it was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd this morning that I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. Buddy, you were in a courtroom. No one would be bursting out laughing. Sure, the audience goes rabble, rabble, rabble all they need to, but this is not the place. The courtroom is not a place for jokes and performance. I mean, we're already in a kangaroo court situation, but still.
You even used the famous no shoes, no shirt, no service joke.
Exactly. How can anyone not laugh at a stunning comedy like that? Buddy, you're delusional. This is delusional. This is delulu. Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just
Flew through the air.
It wasn't exactly flying per se. It was more like floating. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a Cyclock. He must be telling the truth. Well, I guess we can... I guess we'll present you with this Grand Prix photo. Ah, not this picture. He showed it to you guys too.
Huh? You've seen it as well?
Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. I did not need to know about his body count, but okay. There's a time and place for anything, but the court was definitely not the time and place. Yeah, agreed. Like as kangaroo court as Phoenix Wright's universe is in the courtroom, yeah, the jokes, not the place. Oh yeah, he didn't just show me the picture.
What do you mean?
He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. Oh, snap, crackle, pop! I just realized it's in this picture, I think. Oh shit. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust. Phoenix! Listen, Phoenix, honey, darling, sweetheart. I know that that Maximilian's outfit is extremely exposed, but you don't have to compliment his chest like that. Or question it. Right. Oh, good. I know. I know. I was being funny. I was trying to make a joke. I was trying to go with jokes. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Mac's bust. Not that I'm into that. I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. I'm sorry. That one wrote itself. That one wrote itself. I like that. Max's bust. Max's bust should be on that table over there, but it's not there, you dingus. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. Huh. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago, all of a sudden. The bust disappeared.
It disappeared?
If you want to see it, there's a photo in the bulletin board over there. Max had to put the picture up.
Hey, this thing's really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me.
Nope. My silly adult brain can sometimes go somewhere. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it.
Aww.
I know what she meant, but my silly adult brain had literally hit a weird moment of just like, Max G bust added to the court record. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he's setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. A quiet mo is a good mo in my book.
I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh?
Well, there is the one teensy tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us! Bad Zephyr. I know, bad. I know. What changed? Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Oh, hey, look, is that a ransom letter? Cut out from magazine clippings? Piece of paper. It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but it could see its title.
Yikes! To the murderer?
Murderer? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder. Was it someone, like, calling out a murderer early?
Before the murder?
Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Posted in the cafeteria on the day of the crime, then torn, states to the murderer.
Nick, I think we'd better follow up on this important lead.
I guess we can represent it to you? Oh. The morning of the murder. This is when it was posted on the bulletin board. That's around the time when Max clonked Ben over the head. Another spark, so you're happy now. That's good. Sorry I hadn't remembered it until now. It was torn down before anyone really paid any attention to it. So you don't know what was written on it, do you? Unfortunately, I don't. But I bet you they would know. Who are they? Max and Ben. They were here before me that morning. Okay. I guess we'll scooch kabooch. Because Regina's clearly not here. Hey, Woody. Can you tell me about this?
Try taking a look at this.
Oh, is he gonna freak out? Yeah.
I guess we don't need to
Have you look at this after all. Never mind. I guess we'll just... Do we literally waddle back to the detention center? Max, what do you know about this little note?
Do you know anything about this note?
The morning of the murder. It was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat.
Your heart skipped a beat?
While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room.
And company?
I guess it wasn't really a company, it was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it in the pocket of his tailcoat.
Really?
Uh-oh. We got more leads.
Out of curiosity, when the world was written on that thing?
Let's see.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. Ugh. Sorry, that was a gag reflex. I cannot wait until, like, Apollo Justice and Dual Destinies where I can actually, like, fully move from one screen and I don't have to do all the shenanigans. Guess we'll go into the big top. Don't. I wouldn't worry about it. I don't want to discuss that particular part of the material. It's half the reason why it's a little rough around the edges. December 29th, Big Top Ringmaster's room.
Max and the Ringmaster had their talk in this room.
That could have been when the Ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside.
Why did you do that anyway? Was it really cold or something?
Nope. We are going to examine the Master's tailcoat because that's where he said the note was in there. Aha! Oh, I see the little piece of paper sticking out.
Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved in the pocket of the tailcoat.
Clearly, because Max told us about it. You know, I have a feeling I know what it is.
I bet it's the other half of that note that Mo gave us. Then let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick.
Eh?
I knew it! It fits perfectly with the other piece.
What does it say? What does it say?
To the murderer.
I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza.
Tonight at 10 p.m.?
That's when the murder took place.
Now we need to find out who called out... Now we need to find out who called out the Ringmaster.
Okay, I guess we move. We continue moving, I guess. Move the plaza. Oh, hi, Gumshoe. I am cruising through today. December 29th, Lodging House Plaza.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a good job as usual.
Well, I'm done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. Oh, with Miss Von Karma. Uh-oh. How's it going? Going great. Gumshoe, you have a little something on your pager there. Hi, how's it going? It's going good. I'm glad that my, whatever issues happened on Saturday, like, fixed themselves. Because I was, like, a little bit upset.
Nick, what is that? That beeping sound.
That's the sound of salary being cut. And thank you, Crow, for... And thank you, Crow, for your 8 months. Much appreciated. It's Miss Von Karma.
Huh?
Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind.
Some sort of pager or something?
If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Quick. See you, pal!
Didn't know a ghost could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot.
Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens. Oh yeah, I forgot. Francesca is still in her teens. I forgot Francesca is like still a teenager. Isn't she? Wait, hang on. Teen with a whip, yeah. Oh thank God. Freedom from that beeping. Francesca is 18. Damn. Yeah, Francesca is 18. I forget. She acts so like she's in her 20s, but she is 18. I keep forgetting that is canon. She was a prosecutor in Germany since the age of 13. Keep in mind that we are living in Phoenix Wright universe, so her apparently being a teenager and passing a bar test is okay, but like, oh my God, he's like twice her age. He's like almost twice. Yeah, he is scared of an 18-year-old. That's terrifying.
Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here.
Yeah, you're not really wearing anything warm, Maya.
Ow! He's biting his lashes from a whip. Ow!
Von Karma! She really did appear. Yeah, you know what? A teenager with a whip is actually just doubly scary. You're right.
It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Light?
Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day. The day that my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news?
Oh, national news? Oh, you possess such a small sense of scale.
It's a global news, Mr. Phoenix Light. Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Hi, how are you doing, Francesca? Good to see you out at the courtroom.
Miss Von Karma, it appears that you got your hands onto something big, huh? I'm amazed you picked up on that much.
Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with the 10 paper bags on your head.
I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints?
A conclusive witness. You must mean the acrobat, right?
I'm putting in the summons for him as to be called to the witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Light.
Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more information myself. Revenge.
Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove that defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back.
Oof. Maya, why are you going in and rubbing salt in the wound? Hmm? Oh boy. Maya, if I were you, I would be running like 10 miles the opposite direction.
My dad. You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma.
Of course, your dad. I know you miss him.
Enough out of you. One more word and you will get a mouthful of veep. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this? Or any other conversation?
Oh boy. Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about?
You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Light. I have to see him again, one more time.
Him?
I'm sure you know whom I prefer.
Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Excuse me. I need a drink of that one. Hello. Sorry about that screeching. Miles Edgeworth? Miles Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up?
You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma? Exactly right. It was my papa.
But I missed has been a minute. So how to nutshell this. We came back to the circus. We saw Trillo and Ben trying out a new thing. We found out that Gumshoe is extremely afraid of Francesca for very valid reasons. There was Mo apparently found a note on the board that says to the murderer to meet at 10 p.m., which was the time of said murder. And Mr. Barry took that note and tore it and kept the other half of the note tucked away. And apparently we found out that Max has a big bust. And now we're here. After Gumshoe ran away with the spoon.
Exactly right. It was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was...
Technically speaking, he was an adopted brother.
Alright again. Miles was like a little brother to me.
Huh? little brother?
But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age.
Edgeworth. She's pretty, but she's scary, but she's pretty, so that's not stopping me. That's fair. Get your husband! What? The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he's gone.
Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Light?
Nick,
What does she mean?
Edgeworth, you should have put that in quotes, Phoenix. Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case. And then with that case, after that one... he never set foot into the courtroom again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note in the prosecutor's office.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death.
That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home.
Mr. Edgeworth? He's dead?
Nah, he ain't dead.
I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world he is still alive.
He's also probably, like, in the process of doing the, Miles Edgeworth investigation series.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death? Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then, I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. Nick, about Mr. Edgeworth.
I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name again in front of me, okay? Jesus Christ! Phoenix, you good?
Nick?
Miss Von Karma?
What?
I don't know if you're God's gift of prosecutors or not, but I've had enough of you. Him too!
What in the world happened?
I don't know, but my voice squeaked. I heard the crack.
This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Nick?
Let's go. We need to talk to the performer on the 3rd floor.
I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick.
Oh, Maya. Acro's room. December 29th, lodging house, 3rd floor, Acro's room. Birds! That's where all the birds came from. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Yeah, you probably would need a persona to reflect physical if she comes out with the whip like On does.
Mr. Acro.
How did you know my name? The detective told me. He said you definitely show up here.
Acro, you're a member of the circus as well?
That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform is in my wheelchair. The Very Big Circus. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. And then one night, they decided to run away from it all without me. Oh, boy! Oh, your trauma. Kindling? Oh. I never found out the pun for that. Kindling would actually make very much sense. Audio stream is current bitrate, is recommended bitrate, yada yada. No. Shush. Sorry, my studio's being silly again. 1 second. My studio was being a very silly person. Actually, if his pun name is is like for kindling, I would kind of have a chuckle. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. Yeah, sorry, bud. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver.
It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint.
He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone's repaid him for all the good in his life. It's such a shame. Sometimes I think that it was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. His daughter is in Delusion Land. I don't know how else to put it, buddy. She's little Regina is in Delulu Land. Delulu Land, Delulu Land, Delulu Land. I wonder if he spoiled Regina.
Regina is so cute. She's truly a princess.
She's a monster. Not really. Truly a princess. Are you sure that's a good thing? Yeah. Being Delulu is the Salulu, but in some cases not so much. Do I detect a hint of grudge against Regina? Wheelchair.
I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair?
The nerves in my legs are badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself.
That's awful.
So it's not kindling. Oh, you know what? It was a good attempt at the pun name. It would. You feel like Acro might be the culprit? We'll see. Who knows? But yeah, that was like, it was really close. That could have actually been a very good pun, gold pun. That would have been great. The accident happened during the acrobatics session, right? It was. Yeah, it was. I agree. Ooh. Oh, shit! Oh, snap, crackle, pop! He is... Ooh. Cyclops? It does seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. Oh, shit. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago? What in the world went on at the circus then? What happened? I stopped by yesterday to notice that you weren't in your room. Wheelchair representation. Yeah, so it's very rare, but it is always nice to see when you do see it. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. You went there for rehabilitation? Oh, what about the murder? Aw, the burbs. Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream.
Huh?
I couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw. What you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous. Ominous. What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound come from below my window.
I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window.
That's when I looked out the window.
What did you see?
He was flying straight up in the air. He? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Maximilian Galactica.
What?
That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was Max you saw flying? I'm absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind.
Nick.
Okay, we are going to move because I don't think we have legitimately enough stuff for, Oh, I guess Francesca vamoosed. I don't think we have enough to talk to Acro about his Cyclops. At least I don't think we do. Big Top, maybe? Aha! Ha 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 ha! December 29th, very big circus, Big Top. I don't know where I was making that noise from. Blech. I've got a bad feeling about this. They could have replaced the soundtrack. You know, with all the remake technology, you know, you guys could have at least put in, you know, like a little bit less of like a sound that was coming out of the DS. Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet-O Phoenix.
Stay! Stay! Heal!
Oh gods. What voice I give you?
Oh, Maya! Nick! It's you guys! I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake.
A mistake?
Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human.
Oh gods.
A monkey?
Russellberry.
It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was! I loved my dad so much!
Why is she still speaking in present tense? Honey, do you,
I love my dad so much.
I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. I am so concerned.
And that's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while.
For a while?
Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad and he told me that. When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens.
Oh god, did he coddle her? Yep. I think he may have coddled her just a hair. Just a hair.
A star? That means my dad is looking down at me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone.
When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. You know what? Actually, never mind. I think Phoenix has the right idea. It's both a good protection for kids, but at the same time, it's like when they're old enough, you really need to start talking to them about these certain things. But it's a good comfort phrase, I guess. But I bet there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean? There's no way I believe that.
Do you think that one day I'll be a star too?
Of course! Of course you will, sweetheart. I just don't want you to get your hopes up.
You really think so?
Yeah, you will. I think.
I've got a feeling that everyone's doing great up there in the sky.
I wonder if everything's all right with Regina. Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you. I think, I don't think these are, like, Phoenix's complete thoughts. I think Phoenix has a thing where he kind of mumbles. And not a lot of people pick it up, but I think Maya's the only one. I think it's, like, less of a thought and more of just, like, a... Maybe he does talk to himself out loud in weird moments. Money the monkey.
Just to go back and clear something up, why'd you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should? When the costume gets hit in the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney.
Huh?
If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me.
Oh God, she's doing it. She's casting charm person on me. She's casting charm person. No, Phoenix, resist. Oh, she rolled a nat 20. I'll get it for you.
Leave it all up to us.
Guess there's no turning down that request.
Yay! You're gonna do it?
Court record. Oh wait. Now, he did say to... Max did say to show this to her.
Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what that is.
Really?
Well, it was in my pocket for a while.
It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket?
I guess I noticed it was there around breakfast time.
Breakfast time?
Yeah! I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take the trash in his room. Then I'd go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast.
That's when you realized the piece of paper was in your pocket?
Yep. But since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket.
And then what?
I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so...
You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you?
I did! I stuck it up there. How'd you know?
So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen?
The morning of the murder, I think.
That explains a lot.
I wonder who wrote this.
Found Regina's pocket on the morning of the crime. Okay, I guess we head back to the circus entrance. Lodging house. Do we move back up to do we go to Mo's room? Aha! I'm a smart cookie.
Mo's not here.
What's that? I hear something.
Stop it, Nick! You're scaring me!
Oh God, it's the monkey! Can't wait until... I don't even know if her cheerful demeanor ever slips. I think Regina never changes through the course of this entire in this entire case. I don't think. I could be incorrect. But I don't remember this case very well. I think I wiped it from my memory for a very good reason.
Nick, it's money.
That monkey's holding on to something.
That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember?
All right, time to take this monkey. Attorney style. Stay. Stay, money, stay. Huh? Hey, it's working.
It sounded like he was confused at the end of that. Ooh.
How goes clowning around? It goes well. Stay? Yikes! What? I knew that acting like Regina would do the trick.
Nick, you.
I swiped it while money was distracted.
Wow! You're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. Let me see it.
Huh? You can see fine from where you are.
You know what I mean. I want to try on Regina's costume.
Are you and Regina like about the same size? Maybe then they'll take you in the circus and I can get some piece of Nick! Phoenix! No! Phoenix! How could you say that? How could you think that? Maybe then they'll take you into the circus and I get some peace and quiet. Phoenix!
What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all.
Yeah, I kind of figured Regina was going to be like a little too petite. Oh, well, I guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Yeah, I think Regina's just extremely petite. Okay, then we go back to the big top. Excuse me, boys. Big top. Presenter with the spangle.
Here you go, Regina.
Yay, thank you! You really got back for me! I also just eat a lot of burgers. This is true. Don't mention it.
I love you, Mr. Attorney.
Oh, God. Phoenix! Stop! It's nothing. Man, the girl really turns up the charm. Holy shit. No wonder guys melting the mush in front of this girl.
Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's.
Leon's. Oh God, are we getting into making a joke? I was trying to make a joke about Resident Evil Leon, but then it's like we already kind of talked about what Leon was.
You know, the lion she told us about.
Oh, the one that someone killed. Okay. Can we talk about more about that? Leon, there we go. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? God damn. Imagine Max and Trillo were listening to that. Eesh. They would... I think at least Trillo would see that as competition, even though it's like, dude, this girl is crazy.
He was killed, wasn't he? That's right. My dad killed him.
She says it with a straight face.
Why? Well, Leon did something actually really bad during practice.
During practice?
Leon was sitting down and then he opened his mouth, you know, like, ah! Uh-huh, uh-huh. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth?
I sure did. The people in the crowd always love seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming.
You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that?
Anyways,
what was the bad thing?
Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice.
Regina! Everything was all right though, right?
No, it wasn't all right. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry.
And that's when Leon...
Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky.
Poor thing. Yamashita Lion shot by the ringmaster 6 months ago before the biting a performer. For biting a performer. Well, when you're raised to do like animal taming, she probably did not have much fear because she's probably been with that lion for ages. It's sometimes what circus performers do. Ringmaster's room, circus entrance. Can we actually wait? Hang on. Can we go back and talk to Mo? I'm very curious. Can we like move and talk to Mo? Does Mo have anything more to say? Oh, hello. I'm doing great today. I'm on fire. Big Top Cafeteria.
Something smells fantastic. We know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Bistro de Cirque, aka the cafeteria.
Oh, it smells so good in here, and those burgers look great.
She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. She kind of is, one Phoenix. And my burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They're absolutely irresistible with anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven.
I bet. I can tell by the smell.
Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Very big circus.
Now that the ringmaster is gone, what are you gonna do?
That's all I've thought about for the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit now, but when he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset? I'm gonna try it. It makes me hungry. Yeah, I know. It's funny because I actually had burger for dinner today. Yes, he was. Anyway, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking about trying on the ringmaster shoes.
What? Really?
Max would still be an issue, though.
Axe?
He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue with his importance. He probably is the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right.
Mo.
All that's left to see is if anyone can get over the tragedy. You know, the tragedy? You know, what is he talking about? Get over it? Get over what tragedy, Mo? Except for me one burger. I know it's crazy. I had a breakfast burger this evening before stream, and I was like, delicious. Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing at all.
It must be the tragic death of the ringmaster, right?
Yes. That's it. You're right, girly. Dang, correcto mundo. He is lying out of his ass. Doesn't he mean dang? Mo? I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? No. What makes you think that? Just the way he said if everyone wanted to get over the tragedy seemed a bit strange. It sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? Oh, shit! Ding, ding, ding. So now we're getting closer to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accents. I wear big pants for a reason. Ew. Nasty.
6 months ago, eh?
And we present Simagatama. Let's see what we can solve. Get over it? Mo, can you tell us what happened 6 months ago? What in the world went on in that at the circus? Okay, there's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Damn.
Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then.
Yeet. Mo, you said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of the accident, would it? Oops. Oh, my bad. I was being all fun and suspicious, and now I have to kind of click through this stuff real quick again. Dang, I was being so fun. That also happened 6 months ago. We're down the circus. Hey, look, juicy burgers. Fortunately, chicken man myself. Actually, I've kind of got what happened that back then. Said something about an accident. This one happened to be caused the accident, would it? Leon the Lion 6 months ago.
I heard a little bit about it from Regina.
Leon made a mistake during a practice, right? How did you break?
I told them so many times.
You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head inside of Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo. Don't climb up on me now. Who did Leon bite in the head?
Oh, well, I promised I wouldn't say anything.
You promised? He's involved in this too.
He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about...
Mo, is this the person that you promised you wouldn't say anything? Also 6 months ago, so curious. It must have been Acro, right? It all comes down to the timeline of 6 months ago. How did you know?
Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster.
No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know.
I'm sorry, Acro.
Oh, full heal.
Get over it. It's just like you said, you know, the accident. Did someone die?
No, but it would have been probably been better if he had. What? How would that have been better?
He's still alive.
But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma he's in.
Coma?
All he does now is lie in his bed in that hospital. And that's all he's ever going to be able to do.
I see.
How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? And the person who got bit was Acro's brother.
Brother?
They were an acrobat team of brothers. Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Ah, funny. Ha ha ha. Acro and Bat. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime. Acro's brother.
Who is Acro's younger brother?
Sean Dingling. But everyone always calls him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. That's crazy. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden, Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Why did he do that? I don't know. But that's what caused the accident. Well, that's horrifying. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. He? You mean Leon? Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Some sick grin. No way! That's impossible! A smirking lion? A flying murderer? Why does it seem that Mo is who catches all of these incredible events?
Nick, can lions smile?
We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we did. Next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. Oh.
So that's what really happened.
Well, you guys are so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shaka, shaka, shaka. There he goes again, acting like his normal, crazy self.
Achoo! Achoo!
Nice! What a wonderful sneeze.
Huh? You think so?
You sneeze with pepper and you sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel. That's basic clownsmanship. Girlie, I know you gotta understand that.
Nick, I think I'd make a good clown.
Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer.
Does Regina sneeze with pepper too?
She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper.
That?
From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together.
They looked perfect together, huh?
Curious. Well, can we present her with Bat's profile? Will she react?
What do you think about this person? Sorry.
Sorry?
I've already given my heart to another man.
I'm not interested in enrolling in your dating service. What the fuck? Huh? I just want you to know if you knew this person. What the fuck? I'm just gonna move on. Forget it. Can we present? I am blatantly curious to see if people react to Bat. Nope. You two are effectively useless. No wonder Acro probably hates her. Probably. Okay, I guess we just move into Acro's room. Ah, Mr. Wright. Back again, I see.
Well, he did say, I'll be back. Wait, or was that someone else?
We're back because Acro's hiding his legs why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It seems that he knows what we know. Well, seems you guys got what... Seems like you got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Because I think... Yeah, I still have to talk about the wheelchair. Oof, pardon me. Present the Magatama. Because I figure we need to probably get, like, the Bat profile before we continued on with Acro. About the wheelchair. I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice. Yes. Unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the case, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling us the practice accident was the cause of your injury? Was it... Yeah, there it is. Leon.
6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. And that's when you were injured.
Ooh, serious face.
I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked
By a lion!
That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm an acrobat.
I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit.
Okay. Maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion.
You seem to enjoy telling jokes.
Why would I decide to battle a lion?
Because you had to fight it. You had to fight to save someone. You had to fight it to save Bat.
Bat. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Mo, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part, and that's how I figured it out. Slip of the tongue. Anyway, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime. Cut down together. That was where he slipped in, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up in the center of the same accident, like always. I see.
But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault.
I still haven't broken Acro's last psych log. It's one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like as much is the reason you're being evasive.
You don't like Regina because she quote-unquote seduced Bat, and Bat went and did something stupid.
Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she's cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me.
Regent tried to attack you?
Twice. Oh, he wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred Leon on to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want or hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such a good friends back then.
But you still hate Regina.
I've got proof of it.
What?
What are you talking about?
Oh, maybe I overdid it again.
But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along.
Oh, wait. The note. Because this was found in Regina's pocket. She was in Acro's room the entire time. Take that!
This... Where'd you get it? Regina posted on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. I guess I didn't notice it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright.
Shing shatter. Unlock successful.
We talk about the wheelchair. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina. A dare? An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. That's insane! Didn't he know how dangerous that is? We all thought he was being stupid too.
But that line was very old to begin with. And age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess, Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out to the movies.
Poor Bat.
When Leon chomped down, I jumped towards him. And Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up.
What about Bat?
He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him.
I see.
I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. Regina and Bat. Bat and Regina, they were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? A bloodied cloth? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him.
Gross! It's covered in blood.
This scarf. It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling.
E?
Leon, obviously.
Oh!
When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin.
Nick!
I know, most of the same thing.
What do you think all this means?
I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. There we go. Miss Von Karma.
I've already heard everything.
So hand over the scarf.
But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro.
Preparations?
I've served the summons to Acro and appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro, we'll talk more at the prosecutor's office.
Acro, a witness? Come, Acro. Let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am.
Now what do we do, Nick? How are we gonna handle tomorrow?
Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. I will literally pull something out of my butt like I always do.
Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use.
This is all beginning to come together now. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-bum. To be continued. Save progress. Yes. Damn, I was on an absolute roll. I did not pause to go back and forth and ask questions for anything. Excuse me. That was great. I was on fire for those unlocking segments. That was fantastic. Especially after the huge struggle I had with Mo. Now comes the hard part of the trial where I think 5 steps ahead and then I struggle. But we will do that next time, because what I like to do for these games is, unless the trial is extremely long, I like splitting up the trial and the investigation segments. At least I recharged my bar, yeah. I don't think it would carry, I think it would have recharged at the trial, I think, but yeah, I'm glad I recharged that and I did so smooth on those segments. Because otherwise I'd be going into a trial half-cocked. And given the fact that Francesca gets like a bunch of chances to do penalties, yay, fantastic. I do not want a repeat of last time. But yes, I know, it is, excuse me. It is unfortunately that time where I have to leave you guys on the cliffhanger because I like splitting these up. Don't worry, we'll have plenty of time for the trial next week. And hopefully the trial won't be, I don't know if the trial in this case is too terribly long. I don't know, it just depends on how not so smooth my brain is. But don't worry, we'll be back on Thursday. We're gonna be just doing some currency wars and chilling. Thank you for the Dancing Phantom support. Much appreciated. But yes, don't worry. We're gonna do some chill currency wars on Thursday, and then we will be back for more Persona 5. We'll be back on Thursday. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm excited to do some currency wars and chills with everybody. So yeah. I hope to see you all on Thursday because it's just gonna be a chill time where I'm going to be trying my best to do better at currency wars. I did slightly better, but I can still use some improvements. But yes, I will head out. You guys have a great rest of your evening. I will see you all on Thursday when we play currency wars from Honkai Star Rail in hopes of getting within the 30 days to get into 100 level 110 so I could be there for the next phase. And then if you don't show up on Thursday, I will hope to at least see you on Saturday for more Persona 5 Royal, where we are going into the big times. But yeah, I'll catch you all later. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Okay? Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye. Yay for no technical difficulties. Woo! Bye bye.